So this is the lymphatic system quiz. There is another system quiz which contains lymphatic information. So it's what I've done, I've combined the diagrams of where the capillaries and the arteries and the veins and the lymph nodes and the lymph ducts are into one quiz, which I'll record later on this week for next week. So this isn't the whole of the quiz, and we've got 20 questions, so it's not as bad as last time. But the thing with the lymphatic system is to try and understand what's going on. So as always, with a VTT question, you'll get probably a question about what is in the lymphatic system. So it consists of, is it capillaries, white blood cells and platelets, nodes, thoracic duct and red blood cells, lymph ducts and nodes, or lymph lacteals and plasma. Question 2. Lacteals convey fat to the thoracic duct. Lacteals are located in the breasts, small intestine, lymph nodes, or plasma. Question 3. One function of the lymphatic system is to help with blood clotting, take nutrients from cells, transport fat to the small intestine, transport fat-soluble vitamins, which are A, D, E and K, to the bloodstream. Question 4. Lymph capillaries differ from capillaries in the circulatory system because they are shorter, open-ended, longer, wider. Question 5. Lymph is different from blood plasma in that it contains more white blood cells and waste products, red blood cells and waste products, protein and waste products, platelets and waste products. Question 6. Lymph nodes are bean-shaped structures which filter harmful substances, circular structures which filter harmful substances, bean-shaped structures which help clot blood, square structures which add waste products to the lymph. Question 7. The thoracic duct collects lymph from the left side of the head, left arm and legs, right side of the head, right arm and legs, upper body, lower body. Question 8. Lymphatic tissue is located in the spleen, adenoids and epididymis, tonsils, thymus and epidermis, Peyer's patches, appendix and spleen, spleen, tonsils and CNS, or the central nervous system. Question 9. Which is the largest lymphatic organ? Spleen, thymus, tonsils, appendix. Question 10. Which lymphatic structure, together with the adenoids, produce antibodies against ingested or inhaled organisms? Is it the spleen, thymus, tonsils, or appendix? Question 11. Which lymphatic organ is located in the chest cavity behind the sternum and has endocrine as well as lymphatic function? The spleen, the thymus, the tonsils, or the appendix? Question 12. Which lymphatic structure is located in the lower right quadrant of the body? The spleen, the thymus, the tonsils, or the appendix? Question 13. Pathogens are part of the immune system, disease-causing organisms, blood cells, pollen, nuts, and seafood. Question 14. Which of the following are disease-causing organisms? Viruses, erythrocytes, lymphocytes, bacteria, fungus, viruses, lymphocytes, thrombocytes, fungi, lymphocytes, fungi, bacteria. Question 15. Pathogens can enter the body via inhalation, ingestion, and urination, or ingestion, skin puncture and inhalation, absorption, defecation, expiration, ingestion, defecation, and reproduction. (16) What are antigens? A toxin or other foreign substance which induces an immune response in the body, blood cells, immune cells, pollen, viruses, and peanuts. Question 17. Which type of immunity is not innate but has been acquired during life? So this could be by having the disease or by the passing of antibodies through the placenta to a fetus. Is it inactive, active, natural, or acquired? Question 18. The following are types of immunity: inactive, passive, natural, passive, vaccinated, natural, active, vaccinated, natural, passive, active, or acquired. Question 19. Now, this is a diseases question and you won't get asked about diseases, but I just think it's really important to know which diseases are autoimmune. So which of the following disease is not an example of an autoimmune disease? Is it rheumatoid arthritis, flu, lupus, multiple sclerosis? And finally, question 20. Allergies are triggered when the body comes into contact with an allergen for the first time. The body reacts unfavourably to substances harmless to most people. The body reacts favourably to substances harmless to most people. The amount of pollen in the air is particularly high. The lymphatic system consists of lymph ducts and nodes. Answer 2. Lacteals convey fat to the thoracic duct, and they are located in the small intestine. One function of the lymphatic system is to transport fat-soluble vitamins to the bloodstream. And it's because the things it's sucking up are things that can't get back into the circulatory system. Answer 5. Lymph is different from blood plasma, and it's got lots more white blood cells to fight infection and lots more waste products, because the blood cells are creating some of those. And if there's a waste product, it won't be able to get back into the circulatory system. Answer 6. Lymph nodes are bean-shaped, and the lymph nodes, the first thing they do is filter and get rid of any harmful substances. Question 7, or answer 7, the thoracic duct collects lymph from the left side of the head, left arm, and the legs. So this is very imbalanced. Most of the stuff we've got going on in our body is balanced. So you would expect half of the body to go to the right lymphatic, the right duct, and half to the thoracic duct, but it doesn't. It does this weird thing. So if we look at the diagram, so the right lymphatic duct, that's coming here, and then that's going in there, and then the left side is everything else, including the legs. So we're quite imbalanced with this. No idea why. Doesn't make sense to me. Answer 8. Lymphatic tissue is located in Peyer's patches, the appendix, and the spleen. So the lymphatic tissue is all around the body, but the important thing here is the syllabus includes spleen, adenoids, tonsils, thymus, Peyer's patches, and the appendix. That's not necessarily a full list, but that's what's in our syllabus. What's the largest lymphatic organ? It's the spleen. Which lymphatic structure, together with the adenoids, produces antibodies against ingested or inhaled organisms? So that's things that you eat or things that you breathe in, and that's the tonsils. The tonsils work with the adenoids to get anything that goes down the throat, any toxins. Which lymphatic organ is located in the chest cavity behind the sternum, and it's an endocrine gland as well? That's the thymus. And which lymphatic structure is located in the lower right quadrant of the body? That's the appendix. Pathogens are disease-causing organisms. And what are pathogens? They're bacteria, fungus, and viruses, and other things as well, but those are the main ones. And pathogens can enter the body via ingestion, skin puncture, and inhalation. So there's something wrong with all of those other answers. Answer 16. Oh no, so how can it get in? Inhalation, you can breathe it in. Ingestion, you can eat it. A skin puncture. Absorption through mucous membranes or conjunctiva. So we've got obviously the conjunctiva are in the eye, mucous membranes are in the nose, they're also in the respiratory tract, they're also in the reproductive areas, and contact with body fluids as well. 16, what are antigens? A toxin or other foreign substance which induces an immune response in the body. So antigen includes all of those viruses and fungi, bacteria, and all, you know, lots of other things as well, but we're not worried about those. Which type of immunity is not innate but has been acquired? The clue is in the question. VTCT wouldn't give you the clue in the question like that during life, and that's acquired. 18. The types of immunity are passive, active, and acquired. Passive is when you're injected with the antibodies, or you obtain them by breastfeeding or a transfer of antibodies across the placenta. So you haven't created those in your body, you've been given them, and those antibodies then fight the disease. Active immunity is having the disease. Acquired immunity is the ability to remember and recognize something you've had before. And it's almost like the body's got a little storage area where it's got a template. So if it gets a virus, it goes and has a look and says, have I got anything close? Because the quicker the body can start producing antigens, the less likely you are to actually get sick. And natural immunity is just how well your body's immune system works. And it can be inherited, but also you need to look after it. So you have to have a good diet and do exercise and not put toxins in your body. Answer 19. So you're not going to be asked questions on diseases, but I just think it's important to remember that rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and multiple sclerosis are autoimmune diseases. So are many others. And the one that's the odd one out here is the flu. And the other thing is, on this question, I have made which of the following diseases is not, I've made the not bold. VTCT won't do that. So make sure you read the question twice before you answer it. Question 20, allergies are triggered when the body reacts unfavorably to substances harmless to most people. So some people will react to pollen, but most people can have pollen without any side effects. Some people react to peanuts, and again, most people can eat peanuts without any effects. So it's the allergies are, the body is reacting in a way most people don't react. So that's the end of that presentation and that.